Hi folks, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be doing something a little different, unusual, that you don't see out here done in the carving world. Harold Danlow used to make a lot of these years ago, and they're taking the old kitchen utensils they used to get at your local grocery stores and hardware stores. And anyway, this is an old potato masher, and if you have come across these in flea markets and stuff, they're pretty decent price, maybe $3 up to $8 or whatever, but they're fun to create something unique on the handles. And most of the woods I don't know what most of these woods are, what type of wood it is, but most of them is pretty decent, and you can carve a face or whatever. But if you know someone who likes to cook, or a chef or somebody like that, this would make a really unique gift that they could set on their kitchen window or whatever. But anyway, so I thought we'd give this a try, and we're going to possibly try to do a chef today. And so we're going to take our V-tool here, and we're going to come around this is going to be the front of the hat, and he's already got a knob when the handle was turned on the lathe to attach it to the potato masher. And so we're going to, again, our same principles, we're going to try to fit the head up into the hat here. And of course, right in here is where that part of the hat where it joins the floppy part of it. And the chef's hats were created to keep, foreign substance out of your soup and whatever you were working on that day, cooking that day. All right, so we got this here. We'll do that later on, but we're going to start right here on the face area and remove this surface. And again, each handle, now this here is carving wonderfully. I don't know what kind of wood it is. If you know what it is, why, leave me a comment below as you're watching this. And subscribe if you haven't already subscribed too. If you like what we're doing, why, please subscribe. But anyway, so we're creating this 90-degree angle, and we're just going to try to carve an old shaft here. And again, since we're working with a round piece here, I still want to try to get that 90-degree angle. As a saying says, you never trust a skinny cook. So, but anyway, we are trying to create, again, just taking our knife and creating that facial plane. All right, so right about in here, I hope that you can see this, but we're going to create our eye area, nose, and the mouth area. So you can see there on the camera, we're just got everything's in threes. And so let's see here how we get along. So we're going to create our eye plane on one side, and on the other side, create the other eye plane. Again, we got to take some thickness out through here for that head. We might even put a patch of hair here just hanging down from his cap. Anyway, so if you get some of these utensils, come up with your own ideas of, facial expressions that you can put on there. Just even an old wind spirit or something. I don't know. And I'm finding that the deeper I go, the wood's getting a little bit more denser. So, might be an interesting piece. Again, if you know what this piece of wood is, what species it is, why, let me know in the comments. All right. Now we're going to take our number 3 U-gouge and come halfway down the bridge of the nose and create 2 cuts there to create the actual bridge. Now, depending on the wood that you're working with on these utensils, probably best, I mean, you could stain it, you know, or leave it natural. But I'll probably paint this guy to give the chef looking colors, the white hat and dark beard and all that there, where it will stand out. Okay, so now let's take our knife and we'll make our stop cuts. And always be aware, since you're working with a small piece of wood, always be aware of where your fingers are at as the knife is going through. Where is my fingers going, or where they're at when you're carving. Take your time through your, make sure your tools are good and sharp for cutting into this type of wood, even though it's cutting very well for me. And like I said, you can find a lot of these, from spoons to sifters to potato mashers, is what this is, or a vegetable masher, whatever. And give it a try. Sometimes my blower doesn't get it all off. Extending our small lines up into the nose, the wing of the nose, to create the wing of the nose. Adding just a little bit of a curvature to the nostrils there. Let's put him up to the camera, show him how he looks there. Okay, that's where he's at so far. It's kind of hard to see because we're not dealing with basswood. It's a little darker wood. Now when I'm carving right in here, it's already automatically giving him sort of kind of a puffy cheeks in a way. Now you don't have to carve all the way around unless you want to. I don't know what we're going to do here on him yet. We just, really the main thing is you want to see the front view of this guy when he's sitting on your kitchen cabinet or whatever, wherever you decide to put him at. Okay, now we're going to come in and create the mustache here. I don't like the looks of that. Let me do this. Let me go this way. There we go. Got an idea now. Again, I know it's probably hard to see, but we're going to try to taking our V tool here, and it's a 1/8 V tool, and working my way around this mustache. You know, or even if you come across some old school bells, you know, teachers used to have them on their desk. If you know, have a teacher or somebody like that there, why, usually the handles were wooden, and you could carve you a feature there, and what a nice gift for a teacher or someone that uses. So the possibilities are unlimited. Taking my knife now and scoring, putting that stop cut. Now, so I might be able to, since his mustache is higher over here and is lower over here, we might have a winking eye to where it's, when you wink, you're pulling the muscles up on your face, and looking at a direction. He might be winking because it's his, whatever he's fixing is just tastes perfect, just right. All right, so now let's come underneath here. Let's show some separation. This wood is more denser, but it is cutting wonderful. Again, we're just deepening that mustache for him to have more expression. Come up the side here. And then we're going to take our V-tool now, and if I can get it turned right. Come up the sides here, because we're wanting to bring the temple in, or that head can fit up into that hat more. I've got 2 or 3 rolling pins that were given. I got the other day. There was a water issue at a place and ruined them. So I'm thinking about maybe taking those rolling pins, and since they can't be used anymore because they got damaged, got mold on them and stuff, I'm going to clean them up and carve some faces in them and hang them back up at the kitchen where I got them from, for a decoration, redoing a kitchen. So that's my plan, at least. Taking my knife here, or my V-tool, again using short strokes. And again, the reason I'm doing short strokes is because my hand is right there, and so I want to be in complete control at all times. And I know sometimes it's hard to keep your hand out of the way, but if you can't, just take your time. Right now I'm going to stop here and show you what he's looking like so far. All right. Okay. Yeah, I want this mouth pretty deep right in here. Okay, I'm looking every which way. Turn your piece upside down, turn it sideways, look for any hills and high spots on your carving. Okay, on the side here, we're going to tweak this just a little bit and get this cheek to where it is more rounded. And the more rounded you can make the cheek, the better off you're going to be. And so right here, part of our mustache gave away. So we're going to go back in here and just tweak a little bit, and maybe go a little deeper right here. And we're definitely going to have to put a squinting eye, because he's looking, that mustache is high on this side. All All right, now I'm going to take a little tool here. This is a 1/4 inch round U-gouge. I'm turning it on its back side and I'm rounding this cheek. Just like when I told you about carving hair, go all the way down and touch whatever you're carving. Make sure that all flows well there. Okay. Taking my knife here. Now we're going to take our number 7 3/16 soft V and split the forehead. That way it doesn't have a unibrow. Or you can do this with a U-gouge, whatever you have available to you in your tools. And I'm going to create now an area here for the brows here in a little bit. And I'm relieving this back here to where this will all stand out more. Okay, taking my little 1/4 inch U-gouge, semi-flat, and I'm turning him on its backside, rounding his mustache. Just rounding it creates a flow there. Come over here. Let's look at this a little bit. All right, let's try to do some eyes. I'm going to make these kind of small because we don't want it to, you can make your eyes too big on a project. You don't want that to overshadow the rest of him. All right, so now we're going to take our number 12 V and we're going to start here on the top line. And using my thumb, as you see there, that you can pivot. Okay. Jump across the bridge of the nose. Let's go over here. To the second line. I'm turning. You get better control. All right. And now we're going to take our detail knife here and we're going to make 6 cuts to each eyeball. So there's 1 and 2, and hopefully this wood will cooperate. Looks like it is there. And now again, 3 more cuts to the other side of this eyeball. 1 and 2 and 3. It wants to be 3. There we go. All right. And so, clean that out. All right, let's jump across the bridge of the nose. Let's go over here to this side. Sorry about that. Trying to get my placement here. All right. And when I get this eye done, then I'll show the camera here. Or you. All right. So there we have some eyes looking back at you. All right, now I'm going to take my knife, I'll tip the blade, and just go right on top of that eyeball, just using the tip only to make that stop cut. Easy in. And then we're going to take our knife and just remove a sliver of wood. That creates a shadow underneath there. Gives the eyeball more depth. Okay. Now we're going to go back to our number 12V and put in our bottom eyelid. Okay, going to come out here, create some smile lines because he should be a happy chef. He loves what he does. Okay. And I know that's hard for you to see, but that's going to be the bottom of the mouth there. And we're going to take our, let's see how we get along here with our 3/16. It's a little bit big for this face, but we'll try it. Yeah, that worked out pretty good. Now we're going to take our knife, make a stop cut inside, and relieve that now, going straight across with your blade and popping that out. Oh, right. Tweak his nose there a little bit, downsize those wings. We don't want him to fly away. Those type of wings he could. All right, so now let's let's work on the hat some. We're just, again, we're only doing half of a face, and so we're going to only do half of a hat. So I'm coming in here and got to bring that hat down pretty close to the forehead there. Now we've got eyebrows to put on and things like that. Sometimes I like leaving the varnishes and the paints that was on there originally on the piece. That way it looks authentic and old, you know. Just adds a different texture to things. Look. And we're going to come in and, you know, with this hat here, because it's got all kinds of divots through there, you know, those chef hats. Some of them lay over, some of them stand straight up. Depends on what they have. Cuts here, just a cut there. Just kind of break things up. So you could even personalize that. You could put someone's name right across there if you wanted to. Got enough space there. Carve it in or burn it in or paint it in. And even make it even more personable. Nothing like a personal gift. A trade that a person does. He looks like he could sing a song or something. He's a happy guy. Man, is he happy. I like that. All right, so now we kind of got his hat distressed there a little bit, showing some wear and tear on it, you know. The reason why they wear hats like this is, you know, when your heat from your head will go up, you know, and disperse up into the hat. Why it has little holes and places on some of those hats. Disperse the heat that's coming off the top of your head when you're in those hot kitchens, slaving over those stoves. sure they've changed chef's hats some today. They've tweaked them some, I've seen. But I like these old chef looking hats like this. So now we're going to take our number 12 V tool and we're going to put in the hair for the mustache. And again, you don't have to put in every hair, but okay. Lighten up as you get to the high ridge there because it will break off. So be careful as you're working around the mustaches. Okay, let's see what that looks like. Oh yeah. Okay, now let's say right about in here, let's put a little patch of hair. Okay, maybe he pushed his hat up a little bit from the heat and a little patch of hair just peeped out from underneath that hat. Again, all we're doing is just creating just a few sprigs of hair coming out there. If you want. Okay, now let's put a few eyebrows in. Be very careful here. Take your time putting in the eyebrow hair. See there, I like seeing the tool marks that the knife makes in this type of wood here. It's just so neat looking. So, and all right, now let's come in here. I'm getting ready to close this thing down. And let's put in just, he's got some hair going on right here, you know. Careful, don't go up into the nose van. Picking his nose. And I'm going to come in with a 1/4 inch V tool. Make some more aggressive cuts in here. Again, you can see, look how I'm just not going straight in a line. I'm jumping all around. Then I'm going to come up right through here, make some stab and pushing, stab, push, stab, push. And I'm going to put more of a distinct line right through here, like we had earlier. Because that's where the hat was put together at. Maybe. Maybe not. I think I'm just going to leave that like it is there. Okay, let's look at him here. Stick him up in here. Oh, look at him now. He's ready to cook up a batch of something. But anyway, well, I think we'll leave it right there for right now. And I'm going to see some things we'll probably tweak here in a little bit. But you kind of get the gist of it. And so anyway, give this a try. Give this a try. It'll be a lot of fun and get you out of your comfort zone again. And just try different types of woods and see how your tool does in these type of woods. But again, make sure your tools are very sharp no matter what. So, because you'll find a piece once in a while it's kind of ornery. But this one here was very good to me. So I appreciate that. Anyway, I hope that you enjoyed this project. If you like what we've been doing, please subscribe. And we would love to hear your comments below. And we look forward to seeing you again. Thank you and happy carving.